News at noon on African News 24 TV, where the world comes to Africa. I'm Mary Adam bringing you the latest news stories. Some states in Nigeria have allocated a combined 525.23 billion naira for security votes and related operations between 2023 and 2025 amidst escalating violence and insecurity across the country. The budget breakdown reveals significant allocations, with Benue State leading at 57.40 billion naira, followed by Anambra State with 42.57 billion naira, Delta State 38.44 billion naira, and Benue State with 36.87 billion naira. The Northeast region received the largest share, with 113.78 billion naira, while the Southwest had the lowest at 63.16 billion naira. Recent attacks include the killing of 4 people and the abduction of several others in Niger State, while Fulani headsmen have killed 13 Christians in Benue State. The governor of Edo State, Monday Okpebolo, says the recent protest in Ekpoma was not organized by students of Ambrose Ali University and ordered the release of the students. This was contained in a statement issued by the governor's chief press secretary, Dr. Patrick Ebojele, on Tuesday, January 13, 2026. Okpebolo described the incident as a criminal act carried out by non-students hiding around the institution to foment trouble, extort law-abiding students. The governor also held a meeting with the president of the Students' Union's government of Ambrose Ali University, Ekpoma, where issues surrounding the disturbance, arrest and security concerns were discussed at length. According to him, intelligence available to the Edo State government shows that the incident was orchestrated by a group identifying themselves as Ambrose Ali Comrade Community. The residents of Sokoto State are living in fear as bandits, led by notorious kingpin Bello Turji, have resumed attacks on communities, forcing many to flee their homes and farmlands. The latest threat from Turji has triggered fresh panic, with families abandoning their villages and seeking safety in neighboring towns and states. The attacks have also led to the displacement of women, children, and the elderly, with many sleeping in overcrowded homes or makeshift shelters. In recent incidents, bandits have killed several people, abducted dozens, and rustled livestock in various communities, including Tidibal, Askedodo, and Tungabaki. The attacks have crippled farming activities, with many farmers afraid to return to their fields. The United States has delivered critical military supplies to Nigeria as part of ongoing efforts to strengthen bilateral security cooperation and support the country's counter-insurgency operations. The delivery, confirmed by the United States Africa Command, AFRICOM, includes military equipment handed over to Nigerian partners in Abuja, aimed at bolstering the country's fight against terrorism and violent extremism. This move comes after the U.S. carried out airstrikes in Sokoto State, targeting Islamic State-linked militants in coordination with Nigerian authorities. A high court has awarded $25,000 in damages to senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, in a lawsuit against Meta Platforms over a false health claim published on Facebook. The court ruled that Meta breached Section 24 of the Nigeria Data Protection Act by processing personal data that was inaccurate, harmful, and lacked a lawful basis. The lawsuit stemmed from a video published on Facebook, allegedly suggesting Falana suffered from prostatitis, a sensitive medical condition. The court held that Meta, as a joint data controller, failed to deploy adequate safeguards to prevent or mitigate harm, making it vicariously liable for the offensive content. Justice Olalekan Oresanya emphasized that global technology companies hosting content for commercial benefits, or a duty of care to individuals affected by that content. The court rejected Meta's mere platform defense, stating that monetization and algorithmic distribution creates responsibility for misinformation. The African Democratic Congress is making moves to strengthen its chances in the 2027 presidential election by courting prominent Nigerian politicians, including former President Goodluck Jonathan, former Senate President Bukola Saraki, and Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde. The ADC faction, led by National Chairman Nafiu Gombe, has extended invitations to these influential figures, emphasizing their experience, leadership, and patriotism as crucial to uniting efforts and making Nigeria great again. The party aims to position itself as an alternative force in the country's political landscape. However, the ADC faction has denied reports of alliances with opposition heavyweights, including Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, stating that these claims are false and misleading. Gombe stressed that the party remains focused on building a strong, independent platform guided by its constitution and internal democratic processes. From politics to health, Ogun State government has initiated an air quality monitoring exercise in Ogijo, Shagamu local government area following concerns over lead pollution from used lead-acid battery operations. The exercise, which will run for 3 consecutive days, involves assessing particulate matter, noise levels, volatile organic compounds, and other pollutants. This comes after investigations revealed alarming levels of lead contamination in the community, with soil samples showing up to 1,900 ppm of lead, almost 5 times international safety limits. Residents and workers have reported health issues consistent with lead poisoning, including recurring stomach pains, fatigue, and poor concentration. The government has shut down 7 used lead-acid battery recycling facilities and suspended lead ingot exports pending the outcome of the investigation. The Commissioner for Environment, Ola Oresonya, emphasized the government's commitment to protecting public health through proactive environmental governance. The monitoring exercise involves collaboration with researchers from the University of Lagos, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, and Ogun State Environmental Protection Agency. The government plans to test 500 residents for lead poisoning and conduct comprehensive health and process audits of affected facilities. Welcome to Business News. The NGX Pension Broad Index has emerged as a standout performer in 2025, delivering a remarkable 59.72% return and outperforming the broader NGX All-Share Index, which gained 51.19% over the same period. This impressive performance is attributed to the index's diversified portfolio of high-quality equities across sectors such as financial services, telecommunications, consumer goods, industrials, and energy. The NGX Pension Broad Index tracks only equities that meet the investment eligibility criteria set by the National Pension Commission (PENCOM), making it a key reference point for pension fund administrators seeking compliance with regulatory guidelines while generating competitive returns. On the foreign scene, France is set to open a consulate in Greenland on February 6, a move seen as a political signal of its growing interest in the strategic Arctic territory. French Foreign Minister Joël Barrot announced the decision, stating it was planned since last year amidst US President Donald Trump's push to take control of the autonomous Danish territory. Barrett criticized the US for blackmailing Greenland and emphasized that attacking another NATO member would be nonsensical and contrary to US interests. In other news, the World Bank is calling for a revamp of public works programs, urging governments to shift their focus from temporary jobs to building skills in emerging sectors such as green, digital, and care industries. According to the World Bank, this shift is necessary to prepare workers for the jobs of the future and to drive economic growth. The bank emphasized that public works programs should prioritize skills development, particularly in areas such as renewable energy, energy efficiency, and sustainable agriculture. The World Bank's Vice President for Operations, Policy and Country Services, Galina Vicentlet, stated that investing in local labor and skills development is crucial for building a more skilled workforce and supporting long-term economic growth. Welcome to sports. The Super Eagles of Nigeria will face off against host nation Morocco in the semi-finals of the Africa Cup of Nations AFCON 2025, vying for a coveted spot in the final on January 18, 2026. The highly anticipated match is scheduled to kick off at 9 p.m. GMT at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat, with Nigeria looking to secure their 9th AFCON final appearance. Morocco, backed by a passionate home crowd, are seeking to make history and lift their first AFCON trophy since 1976. The Atlas Lions have boasted the tournament's tightest defense, scoring 9 goals and conceding just 1. Nigeria, on the other hand, have been in top form, scoring 14 goals and conceding 4. Victor Osimhen has been instrumental with 4 goals and a reputation for delivering in big games. The Super Eagles' last meeting with Morocco ended in a 2-1 win for the hosts in the 2022 African Nation Championship. Nigeria will look to avenge that defeat and book their place in the final. In entertainment, popular gospel singer Bunmi Akinnanu, best known for her hit song Omije Ojumi, has been confirmed dead. Akinnanu's family confirmed her demise on Wednesday, saying the singer passed away at a hospital in Lagos on Tuesday. Akinnanu's death, following months of public appeals from prayers and divine intervention, as she battled a serious leg ailment. In late 2025, a video of the singer at GF David Ministries in Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, circulated online showing her seated with her leg extended while prayers were offered for her recovery. May her soul rest in perfect peace. And that's a wrap. Stay tuned for more updates on the stories and others on our website at africannews24.ng and follow us on all the social media platforms to stay informed and ahead. I'm Mary Adam. Good afternoon.